After dropping the bomb about how she doesn't think her son has any disability, Chrisean Rock is clapping back at everyone who criticized her, and let's just say that what she did landed so badly because if anything, the whole situation is getting worse.
My son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. Yeah, it's like, say if someone, a doctor, anybody speak against your kid or yourself, then you should not accept it, bro. Yeah. Anybody, if they're guessing or whatever, no, the word said what the word said. God said what the God says. I don't have to accept what you. So it's really like me, like protecting a revelation that I heard from the Lord over my son. Yeah. And then it's like redirecting that energy back to that mouth, that tongue.
The internet immediately went off on her so bad, saying that her denial and delusion over this whole situation is really going to ruin Junior even more. And well, Chrisean Rock clapped back. First, she posted this video of herself and Junior apparently going for a walk, basically showing everyone that her son can walk. But as you can already guess, she actually never showed him walking on camera.
You love your mommy? I love you too. You want to get down, huh? Come on. Let's go walk. We're going to walk in the park. Let's go walk. We're going to walk in the park.
Mind you, this is not the first time that she's telling the world that her son is already walking, eating and talking, because she says it every time there's too much pressure on her, only for her to later say that he isn't walking yet. Anyway, that is not even all, because she then posted this video on her Instagram story of this guy defending her, talking about how God is the one who will heal Junior when the time is right.
I saw a clip of Chrisean Rock speaking on a doctor or people trying to diagnose her son with a disability. And she said, you're not supposed to accept anything that people speak over your life, like anything negative they speak over your life or your child's life. And people in the comments is like, just talk about, oh, she's still in denial, all of this and that, coming for her. But she's absolutely right. You're not supposed to accept that. And I could testify firsthand to that.
Basically, she doesn't believe in what the doctors can do. She's waiting for God to do something about it. And it's not that people don't believe in God, but at least she could also be doing something about it. Because if we are talking God, let us not forget that the Bible also says that faith without work is dead. And then people are realizing something else, because when it comes to Chrisean herself and her own health, well, she believes what the doctors have to tell her, and she even listens to what they tell her to do, but she acts different when it comes to Junior. This person said that so she accepts the doctor's advice to slim down because Blueface said that she's fat and out of shape, but thinks the doctor saying her child has a disability is an insult and something she can ignore and pray away. Another person said that the same applies to asthma. She believes the doctor when they diagnosed her asthma and accepts treatment when it concerns her health, but she ignores them as it concerns her son. It is sickening and grounds for child neglect and abuse. Anyway, I guess Chrisean thought she did something when she said what she said, but it literally called for even more backlash, because people are now saying that the reason she doesn't want to get help for Junior or even admit that there is something wrong with him is because that would require for her to admit that she had parts in that happening. And now she's basically hiding behind God and religion instead of living the harsh reality, which is something needs to be done about Junior. At this point, some people have already started to wonder if maybe Chrisean is going through a religious psychosis, because honestly there is no other explanation for this. Honestly, everyone is even concerned than they were before, because no one knew that she was at this stage of delusion and denial. Now let us go through some of the things that people on the internet have had to say about this situation. Please let me know what you think as well. This person said that she's in complete denial about her involvement in his condition and why he's not advancing as he should, and she uses religion and delusion to hide behind her guilt. It is sad for real. Quote, I can't wait till my son starts walking and talking. Meanwhile, those are milestones that should have been reached 2 years ago. Give that baby the proper help that he needs and stop the foolishness. Denying his disability means denying him the resources to help him actually hit the milestones. Nothing wrong with having a child with disabilities. It is wrong to not seek proper services to help aid the child with with his delays. Help is there for the child, but it won't come from Chrisean. She's in denial because to admit her kid has a disability is to admit that she is the reason. That is not something she's ready to accept. It is her pride. She can't admit that the critics are right. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. You let me know what you think and stay tuned for more.